shouldn't have some incense out yet. Hey, when you get on, let me know y'all here. I got some OGs in there. Get this party started. It's 2:30 Central Time. Okay, so it is pinned in the comments how you can get on the list today. This is if you're a new subscriber. Okay. I have over 90 decks, probably more. I have stopped counting, but I will just see what books have messages for you today, and then we'll just go from there. You have to subscribe, like the video, and comment your name, where you're from, where you're watching from, and I will read for you. And your Zodiac sign if I haven't said that already. I got that. Just getting started. It'll pin to the comments how to join. Let me know when you have joined. You want to get on the list. I've created a new spreadsheet so I can also timestamp your video and let you know just in case you don't want to come back. Of course, you want to come back and read it and listen to the message. So that is also included on my new spreadsheet. All right. The cards want to speak today, though. So whoever is ready, let me know. Look, we got a Queen of Cups. Celebration. Seven of Staves. Hangman. So different. Looking like somebody need to get out and about if you haven't already with the Hangman in reverse and the Three of Cups. Someone might be wanting to celebrate you. Somebody is spying on you. All the things. And it's this Queen of Cups energy real strong. This could be Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. Yes. But I see things, some communication coming through real quick. Things finally aligning financially. Also, too, things moving in a calmer water. So if some of you guys have been really just dealing with stressors, with the Queen of Cups, it could just be dealing with what it is you want to move, whatever it is you want to do next, right? Because you have the Eight of Staffs and the Sevens of Staffs. So it's like whoever this is wanting to, like, you made a decision. Now you're ready to see it through. Some quick communication could be coming through about it. I do see the Three of Cups in the upright, so there could be some good news around it. You know, it's finally like, oh, this is paying off. Like, okay, great. I made the right decision. And now you're seeing that your decision is coming into full fruition. Okay. This could also just be, oh, you're in. Hey, love. How are you? Glad you're here. Now all you have to do is pinned in the comments how to join. You got to subscribe, like the video. Ooh, that didn't print out very well, did it? Let's see here. Paste. We got to make this look a little bit more, because it don't be looking right. Oh, it's not letting me. Ew. Okay, while you're doing that, wow, it's really like, I subscribed. Awesome. I see you did that. Like the video. And then give me your sign, your name. It's in the comments. Comment your name, your Zodiac, and where you're watching from. Well, I know most of it because you're an OG. So I've got Asia. Okay, I know you're from Pittsburgh. What's your Zodiac sign, though? Okay. I should know. Are you a Leo? Can't remember if you're a Leo. Bye-bye. Oh, you a Scorpio. Ooh, this is resonating with you then, this message that I'm reading. I was wondering if you had water in your chart. I got you. Okay. Yes, the number 26. That's my favorite number. My birthday's on the 26th. Love it. And it's the year 2026. This is our year, baby. Anyway. So this could be you. I feel like, because this is just general, but I will read a little bit more into this. But I feel like with the Queen of Cups in the reverse, you're kind of seeing like where you had to be like to yourself for a little bit. You're seeing like you had to like go within, maybe you had to sacrifice some friends, because you kind of had to do your own thing. This is you choosing a path. And then sometimes too, this can also be that you chose right, dealing with the right people. Right now you feel good, you have the right people supporting you. Yeah, I like this, but it's like you're also ready to come up out of hiding a little bit, like I think it's time for you to feel safe in your body, feel safe to like be around other people, and know that you're protected. Like bad things aren't going to keep happening to you. Yeah, because it's kind of like you could be sitting in this energy where, someone like left and hurt you and like there's a lot of things, but we're going to tap into your energy specifically. This is a general. I can get back to that because I was like going a whole lot. A whole lot. Okay, so this is, since we're on YouTube and not Facebook, thank you for switching over from Facebook to see me. I appreciate that. Asia's been getting readings from me for a really long time, so I appreciate you being here. If anybody else wants a reading, I am just starting out on YouTube, so if you like the video, subscribe to my channel. I will put you on my list, and it's in the instructions how to join. If you're not new and you're a returning OG, please comment, let me know, and I'll still pull a card for you. All right, we have Asia. Let me see. Go ahead and tap that heart button like crazy. Let me channel in and tap into your energy. You're like, oh my God, where has she been? Oh, yes, I'm here. I'm on YouTube. It's more convenient to get on YouTube, even though I was monetizing on Facebook, but we ain't gonna talk about that. Go ahead and keep tapping. Spirit, what messages do you have for my Asia? Okay, one deck specifically is coming to mind. Ooh, that deck wants to talk to you. Okay, haven't pulled this one out in a while, but you probably remember this one. Okay, so we'll go with that. And then there's this one deck, Warrior Sure. There's this one deck specifically that wants to talk to you. There it is. Okay, this deck right here got a message for you too. All right. Let's see what we got for you, love. All right, so I appreciate you again for navigating over here to still follow me. Spirit, what messages do you have for Asia? Asia is a Scorpio. Hit the hat. Go ahead and tap. She's a Scorpio in Pittsburgh. What messages do you have for Asia? We want to know her past, recent past, presently where she's at, and what are some choices she can make. Spirit, what messages do you have for Asia? Okay, so past energy. There we go. We got two cards jumped out to the past. Okay. What is the present energy? What is Asia? Keep tapping the button for me. What is her current energy? She's a Scorpio from Pittsburgh. Okay. 9 minutes. Okay. What message do you have? What's her? Okay, so this is your present energy. Okay, keep tapping the button for me for your outcome. What messages do you have? Ooh. This is a theme over here. Okay. Okay. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Okay. So, love, got a lot of messages for you. Please be here, be present with me because I'm going to channel a lot of messages through you for you really quickly. Just make sure I'm going to timestamp it at 9 minutes so that you can watch the replay. All right, the numbers 23 and 13. The numbers 23 and 13 are resonating with me right now. Also, too, I feel like you've been in a really different space right now. I feel like you might be getting to a place where you can feel safe to talk about shame. Maybe you joined a girls group, or you just kind of got a new set of friends that you can really just trust and that you can honestly speak with, or maybe this is what you're calling in this needing for safe space so that you can talk about some things, some shame. I don't know if you've made some new friends lately, but I do see that there is somebody that wants to be that safe space for you. Okay. All right. Okay. And that's important for you in the next chapter. Okay. Because you have a lot of emotions, Scorpio, that you want to let go of. And you might not have anyone else that feels the way that you do. And it's okay if they don't. You just need to feel safe to talk to them about these hurts, right? This shame. What is this shame around? Okay. Well, I don't know if you feel the same way about men anymore, maybe you kind of feel like because I feel like this energy, like you feel closed off when it comes to certain masculine energies, right? So you could, but also too, this could be that you're also questioning, the other sexual energy of being with same sex. And it's not something that you necessarily have to talk about right now, but because you need to feel safe about doing it. You may not feel safe about doing it on this live, but I do feel like that could be something that you're dealing with, that you're wanting to have a safe space to feel about, because there's some shame around that. Okay. 7 of Swords. And it could have been just because, like, maybe when you were young, the first time someone took your virginity, maybe they took it in a way that wasn't necessarily of your permission, right? So you could have, and it's not to say that you want to be in a bisexual relationship or anything. It's just saying that you've been wounded by the masculine energy, and you just have a different relationship with them. And this is what you need to be working on, because there's some shame behind that. But that shame also turns into rage, because I see the storms, and I feel like there's going to be an opportunity for you. Yes. With the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. Also, too, rage sometimes means that sometimes we're expressing stuff, but we're not expressing it in a safe space. And then we have rage, and then the wrong person gets that information and they don't know what to do with it. Okay. I'll go ahead and take it. 7 of Knight of Wands. And sometimes people may think, oh, well, why did you say that? And it doesn't even have to be about this trauma, but it's just because there's so much rage inside. Sometimes the smallest thing will tick you off, and you'll say something, and somebody will be like, damn, and it's like, okay, I didn't, and it's because there's this trigger. You have this trigger inside of you. Okay, please let me dialogue with me. Please dialogue with me. And I do feel like you've been juggling your finances as well. This is all finances as well. And you got this 3 of Swords energy, girl. Somebody done hurt that heart. And got the money fucked up, got the heart fucked. You know what I'm saying? Temperance energy could be a Sagittarius. This could just be someone that just with this 3 of Swords, they brought their imbalances into the friendship or relationship with you, got you kind of all fucked off. Maybe they was asking for money or your energy or your time, and then you gave it to them, and then you didn't leave enough for yourself. So now you're weathering some storms. Let me know if this is dialogue, if this is resonating with you, because I don't see any comments from you, Asia. We don't play like that. We need to know if this is resonating with you. Okay. But it's like, it's the same dude, kind of, it's like there's somebody in your life that you've had in your life for a really long time. And you've had a lot of chapters. and you've had a lot of experiences with this person. Could be a family member, could just be a family, a friend, but somebody like you have weathered some things with this person. Could have some air energy with the Queen of Swords. But it's like you've been through some things since last time I done read for you. Look like you done did some things. You done got some things you need to get off your chest. Otherwise, it turns into rage. And then you be creating storms because you're water sign. You're creating water storms, tsunamis and shit. Or you be experiencing them, right? But she says, I did join a friend group and I fell out with a close friend too. And I financial and relationship been given. Yeah, I see all that. So she did join a girl group. I see that. How do you feel about this girl group though? And then you said you fell out with a close friend too. Yeah, I see that. Okay. Okay. So everything I'm reading for it makes sense. Okay. Perfect. All right. So, but you got to feel safe. There needs to be a place that you can feel safe because it's like you have this energy, like you're like this. And like when you're like this, you're not even going to accept help from the right people. It's going to give you more of the wrong people. You have to surrender and be like, all right. But you also have to work with spirit on how to like command the right people to come towards you. Because you're just like, you're closed off like this, you got to be like this. Otherwise, you got to get that rage out. Because right now you're like this and you ain't doing nothing. That rage need to come out. Otherwise, it needs to come out. Otherwise, it's going to turn into rage. And people are going to be like I said, a lot of fire. And it's like your fire come out of nowhere sometimes because you were water. Well, I only know your sun sign. Your Venus, your Mars, your moon, all those other planets matter as well. And she said that her relationship and her finances is going through it. See, dealing with this person right here. Yeah, I see that. Finances, like you said, and your relationship. Yeah, it's everything upside down right now. Everything upside down. And you're going through a storm. A whole storm. That's why the numbers 23 and 13 might mean something to you. Let me see what the numbers 23 and 13 mean. 2313. My son, quit trying to hit me up for Roblox. My son trying to always hit my account up for this Roblox. Okay, so Google Chrome. Let's see what this 2313, because it isn't for no reason. Spiritual number 2313. Okay, so it means spiritual number means it's an angel number. It means embrace optimism, trust in your natural creativity, and lean into upcoming phases of abundance and restoration. It urges you to release doubts, believe in your intuition, and let your inner voice guide you toward your life's purpose. Now, with that being said, that's why I said like these cards just want to talk to you because we see it. You just have to embrace this change that's happening, because I feel like for you, Asia, you've been stuck in something. You've been a little stuck. You done got stuck. Okay. You done got stuck. You got stuck. Okay, and we're going to try to see what you need to be doing and what direction. And it could just be the direction you need to lean towards. She says she has been stuck. Okay, let's just go and see what could you be leaning towards. She said literally in an area that she can't. It's okay, love. I'm back. All right, Spirit, what messages came out? But we're going to go ahead and see if it comes back out again. If it does, we know for sure. You're just pushing through the day. I see that. Well, I think you have this sense of shame around just like what you're going through, instead of saying like, I think you need to see it as, okay, what is the lesson to be learned that because there's a reason for all this. Don't think it's in vain. You do have options. And I keep telling you, you got options, Libra energy. Consider career changes, something that you can go back and study, because it looks like you might be going back to school, or you might be thinking about taking something where you have to get a certification or a license to do. Especially with this Queen of Swords right here. I do feel like it's time for you to sit down and think about, like, what is it you want to do for the next 2 years, and put a plan together for that. Also too, I don't know if you thought about doing yoga, but yoga might help you release some of that tension and those areas where you just kind of feel tightness, and where you're feeling stuck. It might be because you physically are stuck as well. Yeah, I feel that for you. I feel like doing some yoga, getting on YouTube and finding easy for beginners yoga, and just doing a couple things that will help release fascia around. She said, yes, I was a nursing assistant in the hospital, but had to drop down to med tech in a nursing home. But I want to do CNA so bad, but can't find any free CNA classes. Okay, well, stop saying that you can't do anything, because all Spirit is hearing is that they're going to give you more of that. And just say, thank you for showing me a way to get to where I want to be. Thank you for showing me the way. And surrender for that for a little bit, because you've been saying I can't for so long that the universe is going to continue to mirror back that I can't energy. Okay, you're not supposed to be feeling like the victim. You're supposed to feel like the victor. Okay, all right, but I do see that for you, and it's your heart's desires. Look, the angels are supporting and guiding you, protecting you as your dreams become a reality. So you said that but you say you want so bad. This is it. These are these options. Look, she near the water, getting near the water, speaking into the water what it is you want. Getting out of that face of shame that you can't afford it, that you don't deserve it. Feeling safe in your decision. Feeling safe in the heart's desire of what you want to do, because it does require studying. Yep. Okay. But again, getting back on YouTube, like I said, and finding some videos that help release shame out of the body. Definitely do that for yourself today. That should be an assignment, because we want to, when you get messages from me, you want to enact the prescription that I give you right away, because at the end of the day, it's for your highest and best good. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably going to do it too. I've been walking, but it's really good to also want to do some of this yoga, because I've been doing yoga too, and it helps. It just helps move that energy, because the issues are always in the tissues. So our bodies store that. But I do feel like you are, like I said, you're in a phase where you're in the cocoon, and you can't go in cocoon with somebody else. You got to go alone. Right? But you got to scream this. This got to come out. This got to come out. This got to come out. You got the rage. Let it go. Let them go. Go out in the middle of nowhere. Go drive out in the middle of BFE and go get this out, girl. Go get this out. Let this out. Let this out. Sit with yourself. Give it 10 minutes. 10 minutes would be game changer. Okay. Also too, trees. I go and talk to the trees. I do a lot of walking, but you got to get that out. You got to get that 8 of Swords out, 8 of Wands out. Because if you leave that trapped up, all you're doing is affecting the people around you. It's like you have this aura of where people just don't want to come around and help you, And it's because you have this defense built up. Okay. And then when you have to weather these storms, you feel like you're weathering them by yourself. So definitely would say, go out wherever you need to go. But, practice what you preach, but also, just like I said, trust the process. Trust the process. Do what I tell you to do and trust the process. And then in 2 days, I see you again. You be like, oh my gosh, this changed, this happened. And I feel like, okay, now here's the next step. And that's all it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? That's all it needs to be right now. All right. And if you accept the message, please write accept in the comments because I see that for you. Something so simple. Don't complicate it. Just to keep it simple. Keep it simple. Do any of the things that I told you to do, and you'll be all right. You'll be like, all right. See, and you're right back in a safe space as well. Here is your new safe space. And we're not petty like that. We don't do pettiness. We don't do petty. I just ain't got time for it. But I hope that resonated with you. I know that it did. Once you work on that part, you're going to see a lot of people want to come back around. People are going to want to check in with you. People are going to want to be concerned about you and be asking and want to support you. You can always change it around. You ain't never got to stay where you are. Yes, Maya. That's what we do. That's what we do. That was awesome. And it's not that you had to drop down; you chose to drop down. You got to stop trying to surrender in the wrong way. Always let everything be a choice. There's always choices and options. And if you don't feel like there is, you need to ask, and then it'll appear. It'll because there's always a choice or option. Always. But sometimes you don't see it. Sometimes you don't see it. And then you be like, oh, man, I didn't know if I would have. Yeah, because there's always an option. You got to always ask. Always ask. Okay? Always ask. It kicked me back off now. I know. It be doing that. Ain't that crazy? It'd be like... Anyway, I did read. That's why I be time stamping the video because I understand. I'm like, man... But it's okay. Like, also too, if you can share this video, I would love that. However, thank you. Wait, you didn't like the video. Make sure you like the video, Asia. That's probably why I did that. You gotta like the video too, girl. Like the video. Give it a thumbs up. Yes, that definitely helps. But like I said, you're in a safe space again. We're gonna be back on here. How do I do it on YouTube? Like the video? There's a little thumbs. Just hit the thumb. There's a thumb right next to, I don't know, girl. I don't know. I had to grab my phone. Oh, here's my phone right here, though. Oh, you're not a YouTubey? That's funny. Yeah, we're going to have to upgrade you. Let me see here on YouTube. I'll show you here in a second. I'm getting there. Okay. That's not the right one. Okay, there we go. Okay, so to like it is you got to hit the X button to get out of the chat. Hit the X button right there to get out of the chat. And then you'll see the thumbs up button right there. I know it's a little different. But hit the X and get out of the chat, and then you'll see the like button. And then you can and then you'll like it. That would be awesome. Thank you. I'll let you know when it says on my side. But yes, hit the X. I guess that's or you can just push down. So you can either push down like this and hit the thing, or you can do it the other way. But yes, girl, I'm happy that you are back here, reunited, and it feels so good. Okay. All right. And then let me see here. Spirit, what more messages do we have? Yeah, you Scorpio, I'm Pisces. Let's see what we got going on for this weekend. What this week gonna look like. Gonna do a forecast. So today is Wednesday. So we're gonna do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Spirit, what messages do you have for our Wednesday? What messages do you have for our Thursday? What messages do you have for our Friday? What messages? What messages do you have for our Sunday? A lot of sword energy. I don't know if I like these. A lot of sword energy here, girl. You ain't figured out how to like the video yet, Asia? All right, we got a lot of swords on here. So it looks like we're working through some mental stuff. Okay, that's what us sorters are doing, or what us water signs are doing right now. But this could be water in your sun, moon, rising. Okay, water signs. This is your reading. Okay, we're just tapping in because we have some Scorpios and some Pisces. Okay, we're dealing with some things though. Could be having some dreams about, or you could be having difficulty sleeping with the Four of Swords in the next reading, right? So if you know you've been having a difficult time with sleeping, it's probably time to figure out why we have an issue with sleeping and to make things a little bit more comfortable and more intentional before we go to bed, okay? Because we have the Nine of Swords and the Four of Swords, right? This is somebody that needs some rest, okay? But then also with rest, you need to exercise. You got to balance the two. Because I see someone needing to do some walking or some running and to stay hydrated, to drink some water. Also, maybe doing some lifting and some like on the arms, lifting, doing some upper body workout is what I'm seeing. Okay. Could have been going through something. You've been feeling a lot of stress with the Four of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Super stressed. Wondering like, when are you going to get up out of this, right? Lack of sleep. Time to get away from some negative situations. We don't want it to turn into sickness, okay? But you got the Six of Cups, and then you got the Seven of Swords again. It's like, what are we dealing with, people? All right, the Seven of Swords. And it could be that you're going to be doing, let's see, this is Sunday. This could be, you're going to do some work, right? This is somebody that's going to be doing some work. This could be you deciding to do some physical labor. Okay, maybe you were going to do some work outside this weekend, this Sunday. Hi, little body, big heart. I think I I've read for you before. Let me see. Anyway, somebody could be doing some physical labor, but nostalgia on Saturday. Oh, and also too, nostalgia card. I like that. That's for Saturday because Saturday is also July 4th. So this could be somebody resting up until July 4th, really just saying, you know what, I surrender to getting some rest. Some of you guys are getting over an illness or a sickness, and you guys just really just still need to give yourself a couple more days before you start going out and socializing for this weekend. Also too, the Six of Cups just represents that memory lane, especially with the fireworks. I can see people shooting off fireworks and having a really good time, really coming together and hanging out with some more people. And then there could be an opportunity during the weekend. Let's just say you're out and about and you're talking with somebody you haven't talked to in a while, and they're talking about where they work, and then you chop it up with them, and they're like, oh yeah, my company's hiring or something, and then all of a sudden here you are, you got an offer to go to interview or go even get a job where this other person works, because you got the 8 of coins. Okay, some of y'all might be getting an offer because this is definitely dealing with money and it's working. Could be something a little physical because you got the 7 of swords and the 8 of coins. These are physical cards, right? Maybe it's something that you want to do. Could be a volunteer position as well, but it's something physical. A lot of action, especially in these 2 cards that usually aren't about action. There's a lot of action going on. Okay, action is usually fire sign, fire energy, but ain't no fire showed up yet. But there's a lot of movement going on. There's a lot of movement. So somebody going from like not doing much today and tomorrow. So if those are this message is resonating with you, maybe Wednesday, Thursday, you're not doing much. Or wait, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yep. So then today and tomorrow, maybe you're not doing a whole bunch. You're just doing some things. Maybe working from home. Maybe you're doing some more mental stuff. You're contemplating and thinking and meditating. You're doing things more in the mental headspace. And then I see by Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you're going to be doing more physical things. Okay. I see that. Yeah, with the Tower moment. Okay. A lot more physical things happening. Tower moment could also be some type of big time movement, especially with the Wheel of Fortune. All these cards represent movement. So it's going to be some big movements happening, and not just in your life, but just in the world in general. Okay. And there's going to be some movements and some things with the 3 of Swords in reverse. Could be some healing. Could be something like that a cycle that you're healing through. This could be big time with these 2 major arcana cards coming in. It could be something really major that you're going to be healing from or having some type of breakthrough for. Okay. And it was maybe then, because like you got the hurry up and wait card. You got hurry up and wait because you got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and then you got this Tower moment, which is like you can't wait on that one. So like there's all of a sudden going to be this movement, like lots of things going, lots of happening this weekend, big move. Somebody could be doing something, could be some traveling as well with the Wheel of Fortune. Maybe all of a sudden you got plans. Somebody invited you out and said, hey, we want you to come do this, but maybe you got to drive a little bit of distance, and you're just like, okay, well, whatever, I'll just go do it. But it kind of gives you a new space of like, hey, you know what? I have some more freedoms that I didn't recognize that I had before, especially if I was in a long-term relationship or I was in something toxic and I didn't really feel like I had much control over my own life and what I could do. I see that you feel like you'll have that epiphany energy now. You'll be like, oh, okay. Yeah. And wow, there, it's not too bad being alone or being by myself, because I can just go spontaneously do things when I want to do them. Okay. All right. But there could be some disruption, some things happening. I've read for the other Scorpio, there's going to be like some storm. Could be a physical storm. Has anybody checked the weather and seen what the weather going to be like this weekend? Let's check. That might have something to do with it. Cloudy. Ooh, look at that. Storms. Look at that. All the way from today to next Tuesday. So we're in some stormy weather. Okay, what happens to the earth, what is happening with the earth and the weather impacts us. Okay. Oh snap. It just renewed itself. This is a storm that's gonna last a whole daggone week. And it's still gonna be hot outside. Look at that. Now it's subject to change. Everything is. But I do see a lot of stormy weather coming. And it's like, how do we navigate this? How do we navigate this stormy weather, right? Because again, but there's some healing in the 3 of Swords energy. So I do feel like there's a storm that's brewing, but it's definitely something that's going to help you move through some energies that in the Magician card, bottom of the deck, some energy that you kind of like needed to get through, right? You needed that assistance, that extra push. And I do feel that coming along for y'all, especially if again you have water in your sun, moon rising, or your Venus or Mars, or wherever you have a preponderance of water sign energy. But again, now that you know the storm is coming, because as any reader would tell you, well, they should, a storm is coming, prepare for it. You know, sometimes there's ways to prepare for things. We just give you a forecast just like anybody else does, you know. All right. And thank you, Asia, for did you get it like? Did you like the video yet, Asia? I don't know if you're still on here. Kick me out. How do you? Oh, hello. Hey. Oh, hey, Francis. How are you doing today? If you like the video, if you haven't already, I will pull a card for you. And I'm also now, I got this little new chart here so that I can timestamp when I read for you. And then also give me your, so I get to knowing it. Because I don't have you on this one. What's your zodiac sign again? And if you like my video, I'd appreciate it. Or maybe that's you that liked it. You have any seen the zodiac and where you're watching from? Capricorn. All right. And that moon, full moon in Capricorn was not playing. Francis. Where are you watching from again, Francis? New Zealand. Thank you. From New Zealand. All right, perfect. Asia, if you're still on here, if you liked your message, please write accept. Francis John. Yes. I'm definitely doing timestamps because I'd be so long-winded. I need to. So Spirit was like, create this spreadsheet, or not a spreadsheet, but a table. Okay, so Francis, if you would, I got some new decks out as well. Always do. Always going to keep the readings fresh. All right, go ahead and tap that heart button for me, and I will tap in on a message for you. Spirit, what messages do you have for my Capricorn Francis from New Zealand? Thank you so much. What messages do you have for Francis from New Zealand, Spirit? Okay. Queen of Swords energy showing up. This could be you or this could be another person. Let me clarify. Who's this Queen of Swords? What is this Queen of Swords thinking about? Okay. Oh, yeah. Definitely in some thought process. Been thinking a whole lot lately, huh? Oh, okay. This could be someone in from your past, right? Sending you some telepathic messages. This could actually. Do you have any children? Do you have any children, Francis? I feel like this is somebody. Now, have that stop by to support. Oh, hey, Kashina. Yes, you have children. Okay. So this could be you or this is somebody else, but this person that you have children with, I don't know if they've communicated to you lately, but they are really thinking about communicating with you lately. This is someone that you may not have a relationship with now, but this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that they like want to communicate with you, and it's not like that they may or may not have already communicated with you, but you might be getting like thoughts, dreams, or daydreams, something like things popping in your mind, because I feel this nostalgic energy. And this person has been really wanting to reach out to you, but they just might be blocked in doing so. But they are definitely like, this is Queen of Sword energy, like really just like, I've been thinking about you. Right? So let me know if they've already communicated, because this is definitely someone from your past. This is somebody from your past. Has somebody communicated with you? Okay. You definitely got a connection with them. A love connection. A love connection. Then either you was married to him, or you had children with him. Do you know who I'm talking about though? She said, I will. What are their intentions, please? Is it good? Let me see though. Let me see. That's a good question to be asking. I like that, Spirit. Give us some messages about this person. Chivalry. Okay. Well, I like this card because maybe this person is coming with better intentions, because when the chivalry card comes out, it lets me know that they're coming correct. Chivalry, when I think of chivalry, is like, oh, you coming with that. You coming with the good. You're not coming with the rah-rah. So I do like this, but this may be an opportunity for y'all to maybe possibly go out and date, or kind of maybe do a little catch up. Maybe y'all do coffee or something. I don't know what you're into. But somebody wants to like bring flowers, or they want to be in the energy where they get flowers brought to them. So I feel like you would have to have your intentions. Unless, of course, there's a little manipulation on just wanting material things. But let's go. We're going to clarify a little more. But the number 3 is popping out for you. The number 3, lots of threes. Could be seeing 333 or 33. Okay. Seeing that the connection card came out again. The gardener. So there's something about flowers. Yes. So definitely, I feel like this is someone that you've built with before. 616 came out. 616 came out. A lot of 6s in your reading, a lot of 3s, and a lot of 3s, and I think 6s. Okay. So it's kind of like both of you guys are in a creative space. You're both like, you've got your own ideas, you've got your own you've got your own like plans, and they don't really consist of each other, but they can work good together. They can actually, you know what I'm saying, like you can adjust, you guys can be flexible on what it is that you want. I see that for you. Okay, I see that for you. But there's a connection, and it's like maybe you start setting some new seeds with this person. Maybe before things like, sometimes you get a house plant, right? Okay, here's the message. Sometimes you get a house plant, that thing die, and you just say, oh, I'm not a gardener, or I'm not, but maybe that just wasn't the plant for you. Maybe that just wasn't the species of plant for you. So you get another plant, you try again. You wonder who it is. Do you have any more clarification who this person is? Come here, Spirit. Clarify who this person is. Well, Ace of Staffs, 9 of Coins, Magician. This person could have some Pisces energy or some Earth sign energy. Maybe this is someone that you met in the past from work, but I kind of feel like there's just some type of, I feel like you already know this person. I don't feel like this is someone necessarily new. I feel like this is someone that you've met before. And either you met them through work, like, you know how you meet people and you're like, oh, they're so sweet, or they're so nice, or they're so kind, and you put them in the kind category. But they might be in the friend zone in the kind category though. But this is someone that has always had like a really good reputation. Okay. I don't see this person like is not showing up to me as toxic. But it's like you've been on their mind. You've been on their mind. And I know like that's going to stir, like, come on, man, you got to have some idea, right? 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups. I feel like this comes during a time where you might lose something. You might just lose something small. You might lose something big. I don't know what it's going to be. But you might lose something and you'd be like, oh, dang, you might be looking for that. And then all of a sudden that takes you to the path of meeting or seeing this person. And be like, oh, hey, and then you drum up a conversation with this person. because you keep getting the Empress energy. So I feel like, and the Four Staffs. So to me, this is, I don't know. I feel like it's somebody you already know. You might bump into them because you got the Empress card 3 times. Is there somebody that you've always had a crush on, whether you worked with them or went to school with them? Was there somebody that you had a crush on? I'm just asking questions. Just saying. Send the cards. That's why I'm asking questions. Is there somebody that you had a crush on at some point? Spirit, what message? Come on. Because I see this Empress energy here, the Knight of Coins. I don't know. I feel like it's somebody that you went to school with or something. Either you went to school or you went to work. You went to some higher level of education with them too. But they end up just kind of like, hey, could be an offer to go hang out. Could be an offer just to have a conversation. But there is some type of action that's going to be taken. And I feel like you know this person. Now, I know you say you're intrigued, but that's the best part about tarot. Sometimes we see things that have not yet manifested. And then you like come back and be like, oh my God, guess what? And I'd be like, oh, wait. And it was this. Because I feel like you either went to school with them. I can't narrow it down no more further with this 3 of Coins energy, but it's someone that you had a connection with in the past. I feel like this is like, maybe, like I said, it says, I have a feeling someone from a long time ago is coming to me. And that's what I'm saying, is because there's a connection. Like, that's what I said. I think it's from school, because I feel like it's not, again, it's not someone that you just met. It's someone that it's someone you might have wanted to give roses to, or you wanted to get roses from them, you know what I'm saying, in the past. And there's this connection. There's this real deep, like, connection to them. And it's like they're thinking about you right now. It's like they haven't made a move yet, but they're thinking about it. They're thinking about it. I don't know if you post on social media. Maybe that might be a great idea for you to create a post or something so somebody can like it. And then you can see, like, oh, who liking my stuff. And then, boom, next thing you know, they're in your inbox. And you guys are making plans. Planting flowers together. Getting flowers from each other. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And it's like, it's beautiful. It's fun. It's not like heavy. It's light. It's summery. It's not toxic. I don't see toxic energy. I just see something light and vibrant. I even see like this rainbow card. If this gives you any, call this in. Capricorn, you Capricorn, call this in. Oracle and Telco cards are telling you to call this in. Call it in. Right? Uh-oh. I think I read you about 43 minutes. It was like 43 or 44. Anyway, thank you for the beautiful reading. I will keep an eye for this person. Yeah, you know how you keep an eye on this person? Stay ready. Stay ready. You stay ready. You stay looking your best, feeling your best, looking your best, feeling your best, so that when this person comes, you know that they're giving you their best as well. And if they ain't, you can easily say no and move on. But this creative energy is like telling me, like, you can write it down. Like, what does this person look like to you? Create that on that canvas. It's a new start for you. It's a new start with someone that you already knew. I see a lot of books. I like a lot of, using your Capricorn energy and just using like canvas and books and writing or drawing what it is that you want to manifest moving forward. But again, someone from school, I feel school energy for you so much. Like, it might just be, I don't know if you have a college or high school reunion or something set up where you could be getting invited to, and you could probably see this person there. I know I just had one. So again, it happens. I was so surprised. I read a reading for myself before I went to Las Vegas, and I was like, kept saying this person from the past. Like, I was like, how the hell is that gonna happen? How the hell am I gonna go to Vegas and see someone like a male from the past. How, universe? And guess what? I posted on Facebook that I was in Vegas, and somebody in Vegas that I went to school with 30 years ago reached out to me and said, "Hey, are you here still?" And I was like, "Yeah." And the next thing I know, I'm eating ice cream at the M&M factory, having a good time listening to a live band on the strip in Vegas on the last night that I was there, because I did a reading and I was like, "What is this reading about?" Promise you, I was like, and you know what? I be taking pictures of my readings too. I bet you I can show it to you, because I be taking pictures. Because sometimes I'll read for myself and then I'm like, "Look, this is me enjoying at New York, on the strip," because he took me there. And it wasn't nothing sexual. It's just, and I was looking hot too. Let me just tell you, I was looking amazing. How did it go for you both? Oh, it's just a high school, it's a college person, that I went to school with. It was just nice catching up, the nostalgia of catching up. I had no expectations. It was nice. You know what? The only expectation I had was I wanted ice cream. That was my own. I wanted dessert. That was my only expectation. And here's the reading, because I went on the 25th. I did a reading right before I went, because I was like, let me see how this plays out. Let me see how this shit play out. And I got the 6 of Cups and the Father of Baskets, and I believe he's a water sign. But I got the 6 of Cups, nostalgia, catching up, and I wore a blue dress, and the spirit told me to wear a blue dress. I went out and bought a blue dress, and you saw in the video, I wore a blue dress. Now that I think about it even more, this is crazy. And look, it said I was going to be traveling. Oh my God, this reading was so awesome. I love this deck too. But yeah, I rested the day before I travel. Why is this thing? Let me see here. Let me make it stop doing this twisty thing. Lock. How you lock the phone? I know there's a way to lock this thing. No, that's not it. But anyway, so this was the reading I did right the day before I left, and it's everything happened. And I actually did wear a blue dress, and I wore blue, and I wore blue and silver dresses the whole time I was there, and then it said I was going to keep meeting these guys, and I did. I met another one. Let me look in the reading now and see what it said, because I read him on, I'm trying to think what days I did this on. Oh yes, I did, because it says 5 of Knives. 5 of Knives. Right here, you can't really see it without me. Okay, so there's 5 of Knives. There's 5 knives, and guess what? I went to a dinner, and on the table, I mean, there was more than 5 knives, but I was like, where in the hell am I going to see 5 knives? And sure enough, I ended up sitting at a table that had like 10 people sitting at the table, right? And the gentleman next to me ended up being someone I hung out with that night. We ended up playing card games and walking down the gambling rooms and poker tables and all the things. So it does happen. And it says it don't have to be romantic. Things can just flow naturally. And it was for both of those people. I had no expectations from either one of them, other than just to enjoy the moment and stay in my worthiness. Because those 2 interactions were feedback for me, like they'll be for you, to see where you are spiritually, energetically, holistically on your journey. Sometimes you do a lot of work on your own. You're self-reflecting, and you're doing your meditation, your breath work, whatever it is you're doing it, and you don't really know how much you've evolved until you get around another person. And these are going to be those mile markers for you, basically. You've been driving, you don't know where you're at. You don't know if you're at the 2 mile mark or the 10 mile mark, right? So this is just kind of gauging something for you to gauge yourself next to. Now, whether you take it to the next level, that's going to be on you. But it's more or less for you to just see where you're at and see what it is that you want to, what you desire next, and see if you have the time. Look, the divine feminine energy. I feel like with this divine feminine, because there's the distorted feminine and there's the divine feminine. So this is probably what you're attracting now, right? To be this, you have to to want this, you have to be this, right? Oh, look, see, the dating card came out. And I mean, whoever this person is definitely stepping in. If this isn't you, this is the other person stepping into their divine feminine. And this is making it easier for you to want to date this person, because we have the chivalry card out. So we're kind of getting into that old-fashioned, traditional, upgraded relationship now. So it's going to have some of those feelings of where, hi, you sure can. Yeah, you have to subscribe, like the video, thank you, and then give me where you're from, your name, and your zodiac sign, and you'll be next. But I feel like for this relationship, it's gonna be like it's divine. It's just more balance. It's definitely a reflection of where you are. And I feel like you've been doing the work, you've been accepting the healing, you've been on your path, and you've been committed to yourself. And I feel like this is what now is the next chapter's holding. So I would get excited about this. Also, too, I would be getting myself together if that means like I need to maintain my hair, my facial. Maybe I need to take some clothes to the dry cleaners. Like, get energetically ready for this to happen, because it's going to happen a lot sooner than you think. And I just see that for you. And if you accept the message, please write accept and resolving conflicts too. You've done the work. You've done the work. You've done the work. Daniel, have I read for you before? Let me see here. I feel like I read for Daniel before. But I'll read for you again. It's okay. Daniel. It doesn't say that it doesn't say that you're subscribed though. Let me see here. Are you subscribed? You don't say. I don't know how to check this. True Blue, Daniel. Okay. Okay, it says new sub. Make sure you subscribe, because it don't let me. You should have. Okay. You True Blue. All right. You said you a Leo, Daniel. You a Leo from Oklahoma. Okay, perfect. All right. And then Francis. Okay, now you sub. I see you now. There you go. Oh, and you accept. Thank you for accepting your message, Francis. That is also on my data sheet, is if you accept your message. Thank you. All right, True Blue, you are here. There a couple little housekeeping rules. It's just that you got to tap that heart button while I am working with the decks and channeling messages for you. And then I just need you to engage with me and see if the message is resonating. I'm tapping into your energy, and everyone is from everywhere, and I just want to tap more into yours. Okay, so True Blue, I am going to get a message for you. Spirit, what messages do you have for Daniel? Daniel is a Leo from Oklahoma. What messages do you have for Daniel? Spirit, what messages do you have for Daniel? Leo from Oklahoma. Okay. Okay, I see that. Bottom of the deck. Okay. So, Daniel, I see that for you. I feel like you're on your own spiritual journey as well, right? This could be that you want to learn how to delve more um, into the world of the esoteric. I feel like you have previous life history of like being someone that, you have a lot of major arcana coming out here. Damn, bruh. Okay. So, Daniel, it's like you have a lot of like spiritual gifts yourself. Okay. You have a lot of spiritual gifts yourself. Sometimes you fight with the fact that you might want to do something more like, where can I make money doing it, right? And if you wanted to ever know that, I feel like it'll come in the aspect of maybe you could be a teacher, you could go learn something, and then you're really good at showing other people how to do it, whatever it is that you do. Like you lead by example. But also, too, I do see that there's some type of counseling, or maybe you should go speak with someone, or like a spiritual counselor, so that they can help you take the right path so that you can become your own spiritual teacher. I don't think it's too far fetched. You could definitely research books. Do you like to read, Daniel? Do you like to read? Not everybody likes to read. And if you don't, you don't. Just let me know. But I feel like there is books. There's like something like where you can just kind of dive into the rabbit's hole and you can learn from reading. A lot of people go to social media and it's like, no, I feel like don't read as much as you should. Well, it's not as much as you should. It's as much as you could. You could definitely read a lot more. I feel like there's something that is hidden within books and hidden in plain sight in books for you. And it'll also help free you up from feeling stuck in your own life financially and just fulfillingly. Okay. I feel like you're kind of wondering like what my life purpose is. And sometimes it's scary to think like that one minute you could be doing this and then the next year or so you could be doing this, and you're like, you don't see yourself per se going down that path or doing that journey. But if you aligned with it, you would find that spirit will really open up doors and open opportunities for you to go down that with ease and grace. And you're like, wow, I've been struggling trying to help, be successful in this career or in this job path, and I haven't really had that true enjoyment or that fun in it. And I've just been always wondering in the back, if I could do anything, what would it do? What would it be? And I feel like this would really open up doors and you would move mountains doing this, because it's just more spiritually aligned with who you are. Now, mind you, I'm only channeling information out that you've given me, and information just from seeing a little dot on my screen, but this is me tapping in to more of your aura energy and seeing that there's something that within you that's like there's a void that wants to be filled, and you want to be able to be fulfilled financially as well, but also to be able to give back and feel like you have a real purpose. Does this make sense? Cardinals, the red cardinal. I don't know if you've seen a red cardinal lately. Woo, that was a lot. Please dialogue with me. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Yes, that's true. Okay. So let me do this. Let me pull an Akashic Records card, because I feel like this is so far from like, it's not even in this like lifetime. This is like something that you like, an assignment that has to be fulfilled. Like it has to be fulfilled for your spirit. Let me get a message for Daniel. Okay, there we go. What do we got? Drum roll, please. Boom. Bam! You keep getting this card. Like I saw this card at the bottom of the deck and I shuffled again and then got this card again. This message will not go away. The karmic trench, the Four of Scrolls. The Four of Scrolls, which also deals with finances, money, time. I got to read this for you, okay? Let me see what this is about, because I'm just the messenger. Karmic trench. In a field meant to be planted, a man dirty from his efforts stands knee deep inside a long trench. The seeds wait to be planted, yet he continues to dig deeper and deeper. There are other rows plowed and ready for planting, but they are ignored. That's you. So it's like you keep, like, instead of just going down the path and planting the seeds and letting it grow, you not even planting. You over here still digging, when you already have rows and you already have a plan, like I said, a blueprint. You already got like a soul contract to do this planting, but you only interested in the digging. So you're not even sowing nothing. Okay? This card reveals a difficult pattern in your life, a pattern of self-defeating feelings, right? Thoughts and actions that you brought forward from previous incarnations. I told you. You returned to this life with the intention of breaking this karmic pattern, but you got pulled into another old thought and into the old thoughts and behaviors again. You've been digging yourself deeper into a karmic trench, and that it gets harder and harder to escape. This pattern is not unknown to you. You recognize it in your relationships, in your jobs, and certainly in your beliefs, behaviors, and your responses. I'm just saying. Okay. It's time to take charge of your karma, and by altering your inner feelings and your patterns that cause you to make sabotaging choices. Okay. So with the counseling card, might be good for you to go get counseling before you counsel other people's. Get like before you become a spiritual teacher. Before you become a spiritual teacher, you go get some spiritual counseling so you can kind of see the style and you can see what's effective, how you would do it. And you got to see both sides of the situation. Healers need healing too. You know what I'm saying? And it says every time, now this is what you're saying, what do I do? This is what you do. Every time you notice yourself making an old choice that digs you deeper into your karmic trench, you change your mind and your actions. This will require your conscious effort every step of the way. Without such work, you could go lifetimes burying yourself in the same feelings. But with your commitment to making change every day, you can dig yourself out. Okay. And that's why I said that's why really getting some books, some self-development books, going into seeing, like, I see that you have this path, like I said, of being a spiritual teacher, a spiritual counselor yourself. But the first step is getting out of denial that that's something that you desire and that you want to do. And then maybe just have that inkling of trust that everything else will work out. And what's the worst that could happen is that you could help other people. You could help yourself and you can help other people. You can help your family. You could heal that generational curse that's been going down through your family as well, right? Maybe your family hasn't had to work really hard physically and you tired of doing it and you're like, I don't want to physically be working this hard. Maybe this is a time for you to stop again doing that physical digging and start doing that mental planting. Okay. Time to mentally plant some stuff, right? Body work. You could also do body work. I don't know if you're into tattooing or massaging, but that could be a way for you to give back as well. If you don't want to be talking, then you could just be letting your hands work, because I see your hands are good for something. So you could do like energy healing through your hands. You could do body work like massaging, or you can just do artwork. That's just ways for you to get that sacral energy, that solar plexus energy moving and doing something creative. Okay. I see that for you. I see, like, in the next 2 weeks, you could be making some decisions, or you could be getting an offer, or you could just be doing some of your own research in what this path looks like, and then just kind of going with it. I just feel like this is the 2-week period until about the 15th, the middle of the month. Then you're going to be like, oh, okay, that feels good. And you might just take the one baby step. And that's all Spirit wants you to do, is take one baby step towards the right direction of what it is that you really want to do, that would really, that you desire, that would be fun. But I just see it coming from books. You could actually, it might be in university or like a school or something that you have to go to for it, because you keep getting books, and you might not be around, and might not be self-study. It might be something where there's other people, and then you could also see other like-minded people in your community, or not in your community, but just are like-minded and are kind of doing the same path, and there could be a support system. But I think this would be great for you. I think it's something fun for you to be a part of, and you might end up being a natural leader in doing it. I'm just saying. Okay, so if you accept that message, please write accept in the comments. Yep, I see it for you. Yes. Now you won't be tattooing me. You won't be tattooing me, but you can find somebody else and be going to apprentice. And that's all it takes. Thank you for accepting your message. Thank you for subscribing and liking the video. I really appreciate that. I hope you resonated with that message. Like I said, again, I'm going to timestamp these when I do the post it, so you'll know. And like I said, come back and watch it whenever you need to. That was part of your, again, this goes way back. This was written 4 lifetimes ago before you lived in this one. 4 lifetimes. 4 times you done came back and you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. And if you would do that, you would see all the fruits of your labor, because the infinite abundance card kept wanting to come out too, but it's like, we want you to do the infinite thing. And it's kind of like your soul contract is like, okay, now all this life I'm gonna forget that I was supposed to be a body worker, and then eventually I'm gonna remember. And when I remember, then that's when all the floodgates of money, abundance, prosperity, security flow to me. But it's only gonna happen when I remember. And along the way, I'm going to meet certain people, and they're going to remind me of who I truly am. And it's going to be up to me if I want to believe them. And they're going to come in the weirdest ways. They're going to come on YouTube lives. They're going to come in weird ways. And then when they come in weird ways, I'm like, oh, that message resonated. Maybe I should go ahead, maybe just for shits and giggles, I should do what this person is suggesting I do and see where it gets me. I have done that so many times. I've met earth angels in my life, and they have come in when I had least expected. And then I end up doing something, and I'm like, wow, that brought a lot of abundance, brought a lot of money, brought a lot of fun, a lot of experience to me. And I just did it, but it didn't mean I had to stay there. Just meant I needed to experience it. That's it. What are you learning in this lifetime, please? Francis, I'll read for you again. I am going to suggest that you donate to me, though. That also, I feel the exchange is welcomed. So this is going to be my Cash App, and then this is going to be my Venmo. But yes, I'll definitely read for you again. Okay. Let me put these cards away. And then I'll pull in a Karshik record card for you as well. I definitely will. Let me see here. Get me off my high horse. Now, I've got this other deck that wants to come out, Moon and Feelings. Moon and Feelings. This definitely, again, we were just talking about how that Capricorn energy is in your moon. Instinct, nurturing, gut reactions, comfort, digestion, family, home, conditioning habits, Could be something in your stomach, right? Your gut. I always tell people when that message comes through, like maybe do a detox or, maybe do some type of fasting or cleanse. Could be that you just need to clean that gut energy out as well so that you can understand when the universe or the universe is your body is the universe, when it starts sending you messages. I'm just saying. When it starts sending you those messages, you can pick up on them a little bit easier without getting indigestion. Okay, so go ahead, Francis, hit that heart button for me, please, and I will pull a message for you. Francis wants to know, what do we have for him about anything for Francis and life purpose, lifetime messages, any fasting and purification. Yes, I keep getting the purification card. That's why I'm not eating fast food this week. I'm only eating stuff that I cook. I'm such a good cook. I love my cooking. I'm probably going to cook after this live. Okay. Okay, Francis, the card that we're going to get for you. What do we have for Francis? There we go. The Knight of Keys. Ooh, this is interesting. Any more messages? I'll take that. Come on. The Knight of Keys and the Oracle of Delphi. Interesting. Okay, so again, I see this man and this female energy. Woo! I've got some things I'm going to say, but let me see what the book says, because the Oracle of Delphi, let's just talk about that right now. She is Pythia, or the Princess of Delphi. She sits upon a high three-legged seat. Steam gently rises from the small fissures into the ground. Nearby, a road priest prepares to write upon an open scroll, while the Pythia physically receives the perceptions from Apollo. It is the priest who interprets her pronouncements. In this, we see two important keys in the psychic experience: the perception and the interpretation. The perception and the interpretation. So she's getting the perception and he's interpreting it. It's just like how you on this live with me right now. I'm getting the perception of it and interpreting it, and then you're getting the perception of it and interpreting it as well. You get it? Okay. So when you receive this card, you're in a time of great insight and psychic power. Even if you don't recognize it yet, it lies very close to your consciousness because you have used this gift in so many past lives. Okay. You may get images or feelings without knowing how to interpret them. Take notes as you practice both your psychic perceptions and their interpretations. Just as they gave the Oracle of Delphi a profound awareness, your psychic perceptions and their interpretations give you a powerful insight and an Akashic vision of the world. And I see this showing up as the King of Keys, right? Your perception of a situation. Also, too, you said you feel, let me look back in your messages here. You need to write about a relationship that's got worthiness in it. You said you've been getting the feeling and to have an open mind about new friendships and relationships. So write about it. You say you want to keep an eye open for this person. This person already exists. But you have to have a perception and a interpretation about how this comes about. But I do feel like you have your own, I don't know if you journal, but I'm big on journaling. I love journaling. So I got the Moonology book. I like this book. I was advised to start journaling. Absolutely. Now, do I journal every day? Absolutely not. I pull cards mostly every day. Pretty much every day. But when I write, I love how I write. I have a really nice handwriting too. So when I write, I get to writing. I just get to writing. I'll write anything. So what I do is I pull cards. See, I pull cards one day and I ask questions. I write down some things. This one was from 425. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I love writing. And I wrote some more. Okay? All right, whatever. I ask myself some questions. I like to write with different colors. I love it. I love. Oh my God, we mentioned about journaling almost the same time. I love writing. And I have a beautiful handwriting. I think people need to just continue to write because it connects the left and the right brain together. So like today I'll do this. I'm going to pull 3 cards for myself, right? Mind, body, and spirit, past, present, and future, right? I'm going to just do that. And then sometimes I'll just leave the cards there and then I'll just be like, okay, so I see what that card means here. Because these cards mean different things, you know? But I feel like there's this person that you want to have this future with. You want this person to live with you. You want this person to you want to come home to this person. And I think you just got to write about it. Write it as if it already exists. You know, this person, and what characteristics will they have? Will they be nurturing? Will they be loving? Will they bring comfort? You know, options. Chariot energy. We're in the Cancer sign energy right now. Options. You have options. Write about what options you want to choose, which ones you don't want. Because if you want too many options, the universe gonna give you some stuff you don't want. But you didn't tell. You didn't say, oh, this is what I want. Writing is so beautiful. Absolutely. Clarify this. Look, there you go. Boom! Got the Lover's card after the Tower moment. Got the Lover's card. This could be something where y'all need to eventually, y'all gotta live together somehow. Eventually you end up living together. Something happens and it's like you meet this person and you like this person. The spirit's like, okay, they're your person. Now let's make some shit happen. And then you end up getting married and living together. Are you ready for that? Are you ready for marriage? Are you ready to cohabitate with somebody? May I ask that to you? May I ask that? May I ask that? I'm going to ask that. Let me know. I know there's a little pause to this, but are you ready? Are you ready for? I just realized something. I've been in survival mode for many years. I never thought of a relationship. That's what I'm saying. You about to get up out of survival mode though with this Tower moment in the reverse. You about to get up out of Tower moment. I don't even know. You don't know what you look like or nothing. I'm only tapping into your energy, Francis. It's about you about to have it all. Look, Knight of Kings. You know, you get out of that survival mode, and you now can start your perception and your interpretation about what you've been through. Do you see this? You can have it all, and you can have this woman, this divine feminine energy that you put on a pedestal, that you love and honor, and that loves and honors you, and she has a spiritual connection of her own. He or she, but emphasis on the she. But this is someone that like you look eye to eye to. This is someone that understands what you have been through, understands what you have experienced, and you understand what they have. But together, you guys bring whatever tools that y'all have learned through your survivals. Y'all march through it. Okay. And this is part of your life. Like you said, you've been in your nervous system is starting to heal. Absolutely. And you've been in survival mode for so many years. And that might just be part of your Akashic records, is to realize that this is a knight. He not coming on a little buggy. He not coming in as a does he look broke? Does he look broke? Does he look broke? No. Does he look like he's scared of this dream? Does he look like he don't deserve this? Because it looked like he headed there. And he's showing up as the keys. He's got keys to this right here. He got keys to this. But his whole life is based on his interpretations and his perceptions. And that's what your Akashic record, that is one of your life lessons. And that is, look, number one, that is one of your life lessons, is understanding, oh, the basics. The basics is, oh, I have got to figure this out. Because look, you got the marriage card. You know? Look, you got them. And this is you. Look, this is coin energy, earth energy. You Capricorn. This is you. Look at this. Look at this. But this is someone that's relaxed. Like you said, their nervous system. And whenever you see grapes in a readings, those verify as money, abundance, prosperity. The King of Coins, when you get to the King of Coins energy, this is the energy that you need to be viewing. You went from a king. Look, you're a king and a king. This is two kings right here. Both of them represent you. This is where this is the energy that right here that's going to get you this right here. This new interpretation. Okay. All major arcana. All three major arcana cards. Even repeat this life again. If you get when you get this together, you might promotion to the next level. You keep showing up as the King of Coins. That's what I'm saying. You got it. You got it. This is how, your road is how you interpret it, though. And like you said, you just had an epiphany. I told y'all I was gonna have epiphanies. Y'all think I'll be playing on here? Not at all. Not at all. That's what we here for. We are the truth and the light. Okay, King of Keys. Did I read the King of Keys to you? Let me see here. Let me read this to you, so you can get it together. Oh, yeah. Oh, they got some more information about this. Okay, let me see here. Wait a minute. I hardly read from these things, but let me see. King of Kings rides a splendid horse towards a great castle in the distance. He is happy and at ease as he travels home. As he travels home. You see that? He going there. He going there. That's where he going. He going there. He sees that home is right there. You see that? That's a big ass home. It's a 2-story, 3-story, 4-story. He going home. As he travels home, like I said. I don't read all these messages. All right. He is an entrepreneurial man with civil or commercial authority. He is confident, astute, and perhaps overly focused on his work or career. Though he can be very thoughtful and helpful to you in business or finances, he is often more goal-oriented than people-oriented. So you've been more goal-oriented. Send one stream. I don't know what that means. Anyway, I hope you guys can hear this. Okay. He's often more goal-oriented than people-oriented. Keep this in mind if this man turns out to be a love interest for you or another. Whether the King of Kings represents you or another, be on the lookout for a major promotion, a heightening of income, or a furthering of career achievements. Careers in finance, real estate, and business are typical for the King of Kings. King of Keys. I said King of Kings. That's a church I used to go to. All right. And but management in any industry can be forthcoming. This may also be a good time for some. It's struggling with me right now. Okay. If you accept the message, please write accept. It says, imagine yourself in an important position of power I'm saying. Like, it's coming through for you, Francis. So it's like the knight looks determined and confident. Absolutely. It's not even a knight, it's a king. My bad, it's a king. It's a king, not a knight. It's a king. You've already graduated with certain things in your life, but you keep acting like you haven't, you know? It's called self-promotion. You're looking for promotion from other people outside of you, and you need to look to promote yourself. I'm glad you accepted the message. Okay. 2 snaps in a circle. There you go. And there you go. And that's the thing too. And then I give you a message. You just got to do the work. Just do the work, y'all. I never had somebody tell me, oh, I did the work and it didn't work. Ain't don't nobody do that. Don't nobody do that. Yeah, it's a king. Now you done already got promoted. You didn't promote it yourself. You see how fast that happens? And that's how fast it can happen on the earthly plane as well. As soon as you promote yourself in your mind, the earth and the universe has no choice but to follow. No choice but to reflect that back to you once you have done the work internally. All right, anybody else on here? Thank you for accepting your messages. I'm going to timestamp. Yeah, my readings are kind of beautiful. They are, especially when I could tell you a lot of things, but why don't I tell you what's for your highest and your best good? Why not focus on that? You know, why not? And then you'd be like, man, you know what? I took your advice, and then blah, 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 blah happened. And you're going to continuously heal. You're going to heal while you're in a relationship. You've done enough of the work. Now just write about it, what it is you want. I write about it too. I got some little sticky around here. And I be attracting people like that. You know? Sometimes it's just for the experience. It's not for, a lifetime. Maybe it's just for the experience. You can just see how powerful and magical you are. So you attract in certain people just to kind of like, again, give you that milestone check, like, oh yeah, I've been doing the work. I'm attracting cool people in and opportunities. Do I take them all? No, I don't accept them all, but I just know that I got them. Got him. Practice makes perfect. But if you're not practicing, come on now, king's practice, right? Practice again, still coming out the bottom of the deck. So that's a message. All right. Anybody else on here want to get a message from me, whether you are new or old, you can get a message. We are tapping into the full moon energy tonight in Capricorn. It might have moved out of Capricorn. It might just be okay, let me see here. But I just be reading for myself, and I just want y'all to keep reading for you as well. Let me see here. Moon. Let's see where the moon is at tonight. Still a full moon. In the sign of Aquarius now. Yes, sir. Full moon. Bit of a delay in my streaming. I'm catching up. Oh, it's okay. I know. It tried to kick me off of here. I saw that. I was like, oh, here we go. It's just... But it's okay. You go back and watch the timestamp. I'm going to make sure I get this one out. I'm going to make sure we get this one out in time. So I'm going to do some editing, and I'll be back this evening. Y'all. I'm going to go out and get some nature, get something to eat. And then I'm going to get out in nature. I got the puppies almost ready to go because it's good for me to take them for a walk. And yeah, we'll be back this evening, probably around 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. But make sure you have hit the notification button, and I'll be back.